TLCi stands for Television Lighting Consistency Index, and it was developed in the 1970s as a way to update the CRI standard. For TLCi, a score of 95 to 100 is considered good quality on the scale, but it doesn't mean that it is a good quality light. It can be very misleading. So the way TLCi takes its measurement is by using the observer as a free chip broadcast camera sensor. This is a problem because most of the cameras we use these days are a one-chip cinema sensor or a one-chip sensor, APS or whatever it is. Second reason is a lot of these broadcast cameras that they're recording the measurement in record in 709, Rec 709, which is kind of old now. A lot of these new cinema cameras record in Rec 2020 or above. There's a lot more information which we're not covering in the free chip standard. So let's say you have a Sony FX9 and you're trying to use a aperture 300x to light it. If you're gonna take the reading with TLCi, you might get a good reading, but you're using that 3-chip broadcast sensor which has a Rec 709 gamut. And your FX9 probably has a higher gamut, so you're not getting the full colors on your TLCi measurement as you would for the camera. So TLCi uses an 18-chip color chart when measuring it to a light. Unlike CRI, which uses 8 color chips in RA for average, or if you're using CRI extended, you get 15 color chips. And TLCi also includes a grayscale on the bottom, which helps you match other cameras for post or live scenarios, which is more of a TLMF feature, which is more comparing lights. And TLMF stands for Television Lighting Matching Factor. So in a way, TLMF is kind of similar to SSI, where you have to match it to a source, but TLMF is matching it to another light you already have, so you can see if it's gonna work together or if it's gonna match correctly. Now, TLCi is most definitely better than CRI in most applications, but just because you get a high TLCi score does not mean it's a good light. As always, you should compare the light to different measurement standards to get a good idea of each measurement. There's not one measurement that's better than the other. They all have their flaws and they all have good things as well. There's CRI, TLCi, TLMF, TM30, and SSI. They all have their flaws, but it's good to bounce between them to get a good reference and a good broad span. TLCi, a little bit better than CRI, not quite. TM30 is a little better. We're gonna go over that next week. It's a lot more colors to dive into. If you like the video, give me a subscribe, give me a like. I got more videos on this. Check them out. I'll see you next week.